Bine v-am regăsit la o nouă ediție a ZFIT Generation. În cadrul rubricii Startup Update de astăzi, l-am alături de mine pe Philip Choban, fondator și CEO al Telios Care, un startup din Cluj-Napoca care este axat pe servicii și soluții de telemedicină. Hi Philip and welcome back to ZFIT Generation.
Hello, Joanna, and I thank you for having me back, actually.
Yes, because it's been a while. Our last interview was in February. So I bet that you have a lot of news to share. So, first of all, I want to ask you how has been this year for Telios so far?
Joanna, this year has actually been a good year, but it's been also an extremely trying year. Also, as everybody knows, investment monies have pretty much dried up this year. Okay. But I am pleased to say that our 2021 to 2022 growth was about 95%, and our 2022 to 2023 is about 95% also. And then our 2023 to 2024 is about 100% almost. So, organically speaking, we've done well. I don't have any complaints about that. But because we rely on investors so we can invest more in our software, our platforms, how we do things, I've had to do a lot of scaling back also this year.
But I remember that then in February when we spoke, we had that interview. You said that you were raising money. I don't know if you ended that round or not. Have you raised any money this year?
Actually, no, the round is still open and it's about ready to close. Right, it was a 1.2 million round, and we've raised about 950,000 of that. And I've decided to close the round because our 2024-2025 plans are that we will be going after an IPO on auto here.
Okay, so this will be the last round from VCs or from
Yes,
business
yes,
angels and
yes,
VCs.
yes.
Okay, so you are closing this round at about 1 million.
Yes, and actually, the round will stay open until probably right around Christmas time because I have a lot. Unfortunately, sometimes you have a lot of legal things to get through, and I'm working through those one by one, such as AGAs and those things. Everything takes time here. After all, this is Romania at times too, so it just takes time though. But everything has been relatively good. I said it's been organically wise, it's been an extremely good year. And for next year, we already have contracts already signed for next year that put us at right around 120% growth for next year already.
Can you disclose some names of the investors or not? There are VCs, there are business angels, there are local.
We rely a lot on angel investors. All right, so we have actually Grochanu has been a great asset to us. Transylvania Angels Network has been a huge asset to us, and our largest single investor has actually been Fortech, and they have stood behind us 100%. And I'm extremely pleased that this relationship is still remains strong and is actually growing each year stronger.
So Fortech Investments is participating also in this round.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So all the names that you mentioned are actually in this round too.
They are in this round, and then we have a couple, and then we have our our holding company in the states, Telemed, also came in this round with right around 150,000 also. So
You said that you have a big growth since last year, and that you are going to have this growth pace also next year. Can you disclose the revenues for this year? What's your target?
yes, I can, of course. This year we will hit right around €1 million. All right. Next year, again, we already have contracts that bring us to well over two for next year, and we have taken on. Actually, we took on another insurer for next year, and I can disclosed that NN has signed up with us for next year. So now we take care of actually six out of the nine big insurers here.
Okay. There are your main clients.
Yes, they constitute about 70% of our business. Then our other 30% is uh, companies such as Michelin and Nokia, and I don't know who else because I don't keep track of those. But no, and then we have started a B2C this year also, and that you can find out more on Care, and our uh, B2C constitutes telemedicine, and then actually something that's very, very new within the marketplace, but it's been going on in the West and in the UK for years and years. Everything is if a telemedicine visit does not work, or you don't want to speak to a doctor yourself via our platform, we have a nurse that will actually come home now and visit you with all the instruments and do an exam at home, take blood if need be, do other incidental things, and have a doctor on the other end that is looking at all the results one on one, and then if you need, issuing a prescription that is ready for you to pick up.
And you are doing this now in Cluj, I know, but in Bucharest also?
The pilot is in Cluj. The pilot began the beginning of last month. So the pilot in Cluj will run for October through the beginning of next year. And then the beginning of next year, we start in the south there, Bucharest.
Okay, so this is Bucharest is the next city.
Yes, Cluj was chosen first because it's our home for one thing, and we did a pilot here first so we could learn. We needed to learn how things are going to work. What's the good and what's the bad, also. So now, after a month, we're learning and we're making adjustments. And I have a great team. The team is super. All right. And they have learned a lot too. And going to a person's house is much, much different because it's more of a one on one then, also. And so it's something that our people had to learn, and me also, that going into a person's house isn't as it is when you're doing an online or a video chat. You're face to face, and you have to try and build that trust and make sure that those questions are answered, and that customer is happy with everything you're doing and is actually comfortable with it all too.
What feedback do you have till now?
Feedback is good thus far. Okay, Cluj is a market. It's relatively slow on the uptake, but it was good because we learned from that. All right, Bucharest we know is a lot faster on the uptake. Plus, our insurers have asked us to actually embed this in their uh, um, abonnements also now. So this is again, this is looking good in the UK, in Poland, in the Czech Republic, in the U.S., in France, and everything. This is actually a service that's been uh, um,
For
going
many
on
years now,
for
I
a
guess.
long time and is very much accepted there also.
But for us, it's new
It's
because
new. It's new. Look, everybody, a lot of people say you're innovating here, everything. Actually, no, I'm copying what's going on outside.
exactly. We are just I don't know. Maybe we are slower in adoption.
Okay. Then also something, the latest news is, and this is something that you don't know yet also. So this is kind of a first. We will open up in the UK for the diaspora the first quarter of next year also. So the diaspora there will be able to call a Romanian doctor, talk to them, get a prescription if they need one, and actually fill it there.
Okay. Why UK? Why did you start with UK?
UK was a good test for us because we are um, relationships are good there. Let's call it that, and because we service one of the large pharmacy chains here, they are also partnered with one of the large chains there, and it was just a matter of actually um, making a fit of things. Plus, also the UK, much to my surprise, the UK is 1.4 million of us there, Romanians there.
Yes, there are a lot of Romanians there, but I thought maybe, I don't know, in the south, like Spain and Italy or France, there are many more. I guess I don't know the numbers now.
Also the same, but one of the reasons that drove us there was that our research showed that a lot of the Romanians who live there, their English skills are so so. For Spanish and Italian and French, many Romanians pick up on that quickly and everything. English is one that when you're speaking to on uh, medical terms, let's say, you want to make sure that those terms are absolutely correct, and if they're not correct and you don't understand it, it's a risk. Plus, NHS there takes a long time. All right. With us, they pick up the phone, they make a call, and we respond within 15 minutes time.
Okay, so that is the main reason for which you have chosen UK. You said that you will have this new service now in Bucharest also. with nurses that are going to the patient's home. I want to ask you if the nurses are employed directly by Telios or not. How does it work exactly?
Some are and some aren't. All right. We have nurses all um, around the country who are actually directly employed. Then we have nurses that don't want to be employed, that rather have their own CIDLA or PFA or something like that. So we have a mix as we do our uh, doctors also. We have a mix of them. Some of them are employed and some are contractors.
I thought that you collaborate with all the doctors. I didn't know that you also employ some of them.
We have some employed also.
How many doctors do you have on Telios?
Employed, we have four.
Okay, and in total?
In total, we have right around 120 doctors, and we're covering 26 specialties.
But did you grow the number of doctors or not this year?
The number of doctors has grown. The number of doctors is probably double what it is last year. All right, our nurse staff is actually triple of what it was last year.
And you are planning to grow also next year the number of doctors and nurses.
Yes, yes. We'll see. The number of doctors and nurses we have right now are predicated upon the number of calls and cases we have. If and when, I'll say when because I hope. Okay, of course. All right. When the number of cases grow, we have a pipeline of actually both.
But how many cases did you have this year so far?
We are doing, don't hold me to it exactly. I know we're doing about 4,000 calls a month.
And it's much more than last year.
I'd say double of last year also.
So people are more familiar with this kind of service with telemedicine.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. They're much more familiar than they were years back, everything. Plus, people know us now and they know that our service is, how can I say it? It's 5 star. All right. All right. If you check all, if you check what people write, all right, maybe 1 out of 100 is not pleased. All right. We strive, and I can tell you this, Yana. Also, we're the only service around that takes that takes our experience from the States, and we train our doctors and our nurses how to speak across the phone, across video. One thing I have to learn too, okay, is that. But we teach them how to communicate and how to have empathy
Okay.
with the person that's on the phone or the screen or online.
Okay. And what's the portrait of the patient that uses Telios Care? I mean, age, maybe education.
Demographics has been difficult at times because insurers are most of our accounts. So we through the insurers we have everything from uh, factory workers to bankers to IT, everything. But we find the usage mostly with the younger people from, let's say, 25 to 40 that have a wife, a husband, a son, a daughter, everything okay, and are actually upscale also, I'll call it.
Okay. And maybe this new service that you will launch also in Bucharest with home nursing will be more for elderly people or not really?
Now you're classifying me, elders.
No, no, no.
No. Okay, we can laugh a little bit, joke. Look, okay, we need to every once in a while. All right.
Yes.
We don't know yet. The skew that we've seen in Cluj has been from 25 up to 75. All right. So we don't know yet. It's too new. We're going to have to see how it works, and we're going to have to see who calls and actually why. In the States, I can tell you our experience. Okay. In the States, our experience runs with a lot of chronic care there. All right. So really here we don't know what to expect yet.
Okay. Then we'll talk also next year and we'll see exactly because you said that you are going to launch it in January, right? At the beginning of the year. Okay, of next year. Okay.
Bucharest is a more open and a more active area than actually the rest of the country.
Yes, that's true. Philip, now that we are approaching the end of the interview, I want to ask you about how are you planning to grow exactly next year because you said that you are going to grow a lot next year too. So how do you plan exactly to do that? What are your expansion plans and how are you going to spend the money that are you raising now?
Okay, let's talk about what we're doing right now first. All right, the home the home care I'll call it, and the telemedicine part of it. All right, we're doing that with our own funds right now. All right, that's one of the reasons we're doing it step by step. All right, because investment slowed down, we're unable to open the market as quickly as we wish to, right? So next year is going to be geared for home care, B2C, the UK. The UK is going to take us at least a year to understand. All right. Even though we've done our work there and we've researched a lot, we're not going to understand the whys and the hows and the wheres of what we're going to do there yet. So we're going to learn there. All we know there is that um, market is untapped, and people are actually expecting us now, waiting on this. So I would say next year's growth is going to be more or less organic. We're going to have to grow a step at a time, and then as the IPO is ready to be placed and we do the private placement before that, then we'll see, then we'll have more of a grip on what directions that we're actually going to take. Telemedicine here, as you know, telemedicine here is still in an infantile stage. All right, it's still behind the states probably 30 years now
Yes.
yet.
Even though during the pandemic it was the only option sometimes.
Exactly. And that's when we grew the most too. But right now, this is a learning phase, and luckily, we're small enough, and our investors actually believe in what we do yet too. I'm very blessed with that. All right. But this is a learning curve, and we're still small enough where if the learning curve is, let's say, pointing in the wrong direction, we have time to change also quickly. All right. That's one of the nice parts about being small. Okay. As we grow, that part will be gone in time. Okay. But hopefully by then we're going to understand what the market, first of all, needs, and then what it wants. And then, thirdly, what we can provide also.
And you plan to have the IPO next year or in 2025?
2025.
2025. Okay.
Next year, the main goal is organic growth. My goal, okay, with contract signed, okay, will double our business from this year. In my heart, and what I want to do, but again, it's up here, okay. I don't know if it's going to go any further or not. All right, I would like to triple that.
We'll keep in touch and we'll see. Thank you so much, Philip, for updating the story of Telios Care here at ZFIT Generation, and hopefully we'll talk next year to find out about this new service in Bucharest, home nursing. Thank you so much for being here.
You will hear about us. You will see us more next year also, and I hope you get I don't hope you get the opportunity to use us, but if you do, please do. Okay.
Yes, I hope not, but you never know.
Exactly. Great. Thank you, Yana, so much.
Aceasta a fost ediția de astăzi a ZFIT Generation. Vă așteptăm și data viitoare cu o nouă poveste a unui startup de tehnologie. Seară bună!